They say God has 1,000 faces. And I think the truth of it is closer to the fact that God would have an infinite amount of faces, that God would be every face. This goes to the concept of you, the consciousness, you, the individual inside the mind, you, the looking out, the pilot of the body. What you're looking out at all around you, everything is God. Every voice speaking to you is God. Every information coming to you is God. Everything is God. You, the consciousness looking out, are projecting the face of God. You are projecting the face of God. You are the face of God. You are projecting the face of God. If you want that God to be Christian, the God will be Christian. If you want that God to be Jewish, the God will be Jewish. If you want that God to be Zeus or Greek or Roman or witch or some other pagan god or the devil or some other evil god, whatever you want that God to be, that God will be, because God is the God of all faces. And that when you break apart the story of religion into there is God and good and there is evil and devil, you are separating God. You are breaking apart God, which is the investigation of life. We are feeling like a separation of God. So we are a part of that investigation of life. We break apart things. The moment you break it apart, there is a dichotomy. There is the light and the dark. There is the good and the bad. There is the alive and there is the not alive. So you are forcing a dichotomy by conscious investigation. You are forcing a moment by conscious witness. And so when you look out into the world, you are the face of God. And you are projecting the face of God. The world looks back at you and sees the God that you want to see. Do you see? It's a mirror. The world looks back at you and sees the God that you want to see.